So your friends or clanmates finally talk you into doing the Leviathan raid. And you sail through the rest of the raid and you come to the last stage and no one knows how to do the void room. They talk you into it. What could go wrong? Well, today we're going to look at the void room and discuss what you should do and of course what can go right and wrong. So as you see here, my two friends are off to my left. I have the right hand side. Things are going okay. Shooting projections. We're ready for the barrier to pop. And here we go. Everything's going fine and then they're gone. And this happens. At this point they were saying something about being bumped, but as you saw I was far right of them. Don't blame old Geezer Gamer here. It was not me. Alright, so our light fades away and I just want to say here, most kills. Most kills. Alright, old clan joke there. So, here we go, reset. At this point, I decide, or I'm told actually, by one of the guys, I should probably go to Nighthawk. So I drag down my Celestial Nighthawk, and I'm going to be, of course, Golden Gun. I don't like my chest set up here because it's way under leveled, but I go with it anyway. And we go through a cycle, it fails, and here we are again on the third try. Now we're beginning to sort things out. We go up here to the right, team shoot all the enemies here, and the purpose of this is to make sure that everyone gets a shot on all of the heavy ammunition bearing enemies. And so we do that. I'm in pretty good shape on heavy, so I begin just to add some damage but not really worry too much about completely killing. And move down to the center and do the same thing. And I do something really stupid here in just a moment. See that yellow bar guy right here? I decide to close on him and kill him, forgetting that they explode. And of course I am burning out right now, and you see my meter track down to a sliver and somehow I survive it. And that was just dumb luck. Anyway, the only ammunition concern that I'm worried about here is primary. I'm pretty good on secondary and heavy. Now going into the void room you need to have a lot of secondary because that's what you're going to use to kill skulls. You need to have a good auto rifle on that. Other than that, a good Better Devils is a great way to go because of the explosive rounds and the accuracy of it. Disadvantage here is the reload speed on it is not real good, and you'll see I do have some issues with that in a bit. Now that death was on the inside of the throne room, and they're handling that as we move along. As you saw from the other video, it can get quite busy. Now in this case, there was some chatter, cross chatter going on, and some confusion, so I neglected to shoot, but I did get my call out. Okay, there's in my case, I'm supposed to look at the top of the boss's head, go for the symbol, then shoot to the left, or aim to the left. You'll see here, I'll look to the left. There's it says axes. There's my scion right there. I kill it. Now I need to shoot a projection. You saw me track that one that jumped across, and that's because the scions are your gravest concern right away in the first 3 to 5 seconds. If you don't kill them, they can blow you off into space. So I'm making sure they're dead first. Okay, I'm going to scoot to the left here, more center up, so I don't go over that ramp. Then I'm going to slide back to the right, kill my guy. I already peeked at the projection, or the call out. It's already been made, so we're in pretty good shape. Now that's the fourth call out, and at this point skulls are going to begin pouring out of the Callus's mouth here, and we need to shoot these. Now every one of these we kill gives us more ability to damage the boss once we get back into the throne room. This is why you need the auto rifle, and really probably in the wrong rifle here. I've got a Uriel's Gift here. It's okay. Cold Heart, as you see the other two are using, is the way to go, and they are racking it up in spite of me. I think the count over there went past 60, was approaching 80 by the time we were taken out. And in order to exit here in a moment, we'll have to grab an orb. You see them there. I go grab the far right one, and we're back. We run up to the top right plate, You see they're already getting in place, and you don't want to waste time on this, and you notice this team does not. Once we're up there, we get on up. Now you see a fellow jump there. Don't ever do that on a plate. That is just a horrible idea, because if I'm standing in the back with a rocket and you drop in front of me, that kills me. And it's one of the reasons I'm loath to use rockets on the plate, because people tend to do that without thinking. Letting everyone get set. It's also why I don't dip behind a shield. Not that there was one here. I think we had 5 Titans and a Warlock. Or, I'm sorry, 5 Hunters and a Warlock. Now we've got him staggered a little bit, and he goes immune. I test it with one more little short burst. He is definitely immune. Getting ready to go. Off we go. And watch me jump over this plate. Don't realize it at first. And say, hey, wait a minute, what's wrong? Oh yeah. So I try to come off to the side to get back on, and I don't get a lot of damage here because I was horsing around, but I make up for it in just a moment, because I still have that golden gun shot that I haven't used yet. And you see it does a massive amount of damage. 3 or 4 Celestial Nighthawks here could really wreck him. Now we made a mistake there. You notice we took him inside of the last quarter, and you don't really want to do that, and I spoke about that in the last video on the raid. I talked about not having the time or the heavy weapons to take him down, but there's a third thing, and that is that since we took him so low, he'll begin spreading lava on the ground in the throne room, and it makes it a lot harder for the people who are going to be in the throne room to survive the next round. We should have stopped once we realized we weren't going to kill him all the way, but you know, my golden gun, I think, was what pushed it past. But at any rate, those things will happen. You just make the best of it. Once again, we're clearing the throne room. And okay, notice here I'm the person that reses the person who went down. It's important that people who go into the void room do the reses in the throne room where possible, because if we're in the void room and all the people in the throne room have used their tokens to revive people in that situation, they can't revive anyone who's dead. And if you recall, 2 people have already gone down, or 1 person went down. So they at most have only 2 tokens left. So here we go. All we really need is a clean run. You see my son there, and I think there was some cross chatter again, and we're trying to sort that out, and I neglect to shoot that projection, so bad on my part. Getting old, easily distracted. I take a peek at my head. I see it, it's axes. I'm looking for my scion. There he is. And projection, and projection. Did a little bit better job that time. Slide to the center. Now you notice the holes begin appearing in the floor. That's because the tiles begin to drop out. Notice it's sun. There's my scion. He's dead. Projection, projection. Now one more time, and we've got it made. Now when you come to this barrier, it's a good idea to crouch down, because that way you don't get pulled over as easily. It's just a safe way to go. Now you can jump as soon as that next barrier appears, which is what we do, and crouch down. Now notice somebody else has gone down in the throne room. I kind of messed up there. I shot the one right in front of me, but I was lined up on him, and I went ahead and killed him, and I think the other 2 guys did the same thing. So now we can back up again. We don't need a lot of stacks here. And there's another person dead. So they've used all their tokens on the inside, which is worth remembering. Alright, so at this point, our leader in the throne room yells for them to go ahead and take him down, because we really don't need a lot of stacks here. We're going to kill him pretty fast, as long as we don't do anything stupid. So we were in the 40s and 50s when he said that. I'm not quite sure how high we got. Can't see it from this screen. And notice that I go through my orb and it does not pull me out, which was quite a shock. And they're yelling, get in here, because it was busy. And I was like, I'm doing my best. So anyway, we get in there, and you see they have a yellow bar guy up. And we get it cleared out as soon as we get in. They're already hopping up there. They don't wait around on me. I popped the golden gun on him, figuring that was going to pretty much be the end of him. and you can see he's just down to a sliver. Now, when that person jumped up there, the other person was doing a shadow shot trying to snare him. And that's another danger. If you're going to jump on the plate, jump from the back. Had that been a rocket, somebody would have died there, and we would have been in serious trouble, because I think we would have timed out. Okay, now the shield goes up. And I accidentally picked up 2 rockets. Did not realize I had 2 more rockets. So here I am firing my primary and secondary when I had 2 perfectly good rockets on board. Doesn't matter though. We got it. Easy peasy. So hopefully by watching that and listening to a little bit of my rambling, you have an understanding of how the Void Room works. Just know that the scions always appear in the same place. So your pattern is position yourself, watch the head, take a peek at the symbol that you see, get lined up where your scion's going to appear, kill your scion, shoot the projection, and as soon as the person in the throne room says that they have punched, or you see a barrier appear above or ahead of you, go ahead and jump over, move to the next one, position again, and just repeat. If you can do that, no problem. Raid's easy peasy. So with that, this is IronBill, Too Old to Grind, signing off. Enjoy the loot.